Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Final Fantasy VFX's video, and today we're going to be looking at Gabranth at full power. So this boss, it's been kind of weird because we're not really showcasing a finisher this time around. We're focusing a chainer, so we can't really beat a boss quickly. So we're just going to look at his damage. We're not really necessarily looking to beat the boss in the quickest time like we would with a finisher showcase. We're just looking to see how much damage he's going to do. And yeah, this is how much he, well, not this form. This form's not geared for basically for that. This form basically would be geared for that. But that's a lot of defense. On global, he might have a little bit higher, perhaps with certain things you may be able to have. But global does not have this, unfortunately. It kind of sucks. Also, I don't know how they're gonna have to figure this out. This is the original Gabranth's TMR. They're gonna have to figure something out for this, if it even comes out, because this helps him out a lot. This gives him a lot of things: 1,000 flat defense, also 100% defense, and also 300 times mod boost for the chaining move that we're gonna be talking about here. So, when this move is crowned, it becomes an insanely strong modifier. Sadly, it's the biggest con for this is that it's Stardust Ray and not Bolting Strike, so he has very limited times of using this, basically. And basically, you have to either imbue yourself with Dark, or you have to use this move and use Rage Beast Roar on him, or imbued with Dark. But this gives him a 400 times mod boost, which is free, by the way. This is free. This is not a crown upgrade, which is good. And so, yeah. He can get this high of a stats. It's really good. really good. And he already has 300% Stone Killer, which we'll be using. And I'm using Warrior of Light's Vision card, which is not restricted to anything besides physical tanks. So that gives him the highest stats possible. And our highest Dark Impaler is this guy. Unfortunately, I don't have him in EX3, so I won't be able to get the highest Dark Imperil. I'll only be able to get 140%. And at SLB it's 145, so this guy is still gonna have a little bit of dark resistance. I can't do much about that. There's not really a lot of stone enemies. I could have picked something else, I guess, but... And our only sword impaler, well, there's 3 in total, but I'm just gonna pick this guy because it's Arden. So our sword impaler, our dark amper, because we don't really have anything like that on the JP version, so this guy is still good for dark amping, and I don't have Kimono Darkfina. And our 250% Stone Killer buff user. So with that being said, let's get with the showcase. So we gotta wait until turn 3, which is funny. It's almost like an SLB unit. But we gotta wait until turn 3. So let's just do some damage, I suppose. His modifiers, I think, also got upgraded. The Bolting Strike is now 86 times. I'm not sure if that's upgraded or not, but I think it was. We'll use the Sword and Peril now because it lasts for 5 turns. And we'll go ahead and use these things here. And we won't use this. We won't use this yet because I think that it doesn't last as long. And we can use our LB. Just for, you know, something. A little something. I'm gonna hold them down a little bit, but not too important. She'll be more useful in the next turn. So we will now use 30% amp for everybody and 45% amp for mine. And the last one doesn't really matter, we just use this, I suppose. And then we'll dual cast. We're going to put this on both of them. That's 250% killers for 2 turns. Defend with Arden. And we're going to use X-Star's LB. And there really isn't much else to do this turn. I guess we could do this. We're basically twiddling our thumbs until turn 3. Considering this guy still has a lot of dark resistance, that's pretty impressive. We did like a percentage of damage, so that's pretty impressive. We use this for a stat buff. 30% defense buff. Now we can use what we want to use. So this is the churn. We'll be doing damage. Remember guys, we're not looking to beat the trial in one turn or anything like that. We're just looking to see how much damage they can do. I believe you can get to like 85% or something like that. Oh, 84. Okay, good. So see how much damage that did. That's pretty good. Keep in mind, again, this guy still has dark resistance. This guy still has dark resistance on. How much is it? It's kind of hard to tell actually. He has like it was like 40. He has like 40 or something dark resistance still. Pretty sure about that. So, with that being said, I think that's a pretty good showcase there. I did 1.5 billion against an enemy that still has dark resistance on. That's insane. If you use this guy as a chainer in Dark Visions, for example, that's a huge addition. You gotta wait until turn 3, but some SLBs and things like that, you gotta wait until turn 3 anyway, so it kind of lines up. The biggest con, like I mentioned, Stardust Ray. So it has very limited partners. And you can't bring a dupe in Dark Visions, of course. So, still really good though. Still really good. Really powerful. They really did a good job with Gabranth finally. It only took how long? I think it was like almost 2 years. A year and a half maybe. Since he was released. He finally is now good. So yeah. Expect to see him a lot. If you watch a lot of JP videos, expect to see him a lot now because he is definitely in the top 5 crown upgrade units. I definitely agree with that. And so maybe I can make another showcase if I can get Axstart EX3 because then he would be able to have a higher Dark Imperil. But I think that's pretty convincing. 1.5 billion is insane for just chaining, and on top of that, doing it dark when he's obviously very resistant against all elements, mostly except fire. So what I could have done is I could have used Rage Beast 4, but I would have to use it on 2 separate turns, and it's yeah. I think this is more convincing. I think this is more convincing if they're that strong against a dark resistant enemy. Just imagine if I was fighting something that didn't have any resistances to dark. They would probably do a lot more. I'd probably get under 50% HP, I'm pretty sure, with a proper break, like Axstars, for example. So, that being said, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully, Global doesn't skip this. Hopefully not, and I'll hope to see you in the next video. Peace.